What's up guys, it's Drac, and today we're going to be talking about what's inside this box, but this box came to us by way of Instagram. Did you know that there was a vibrant, exciting, and innovative Nerf community on Instagram? Did you answer yes? Then you're wrong. There isn't. But there are a lot of interesting sneak peeks, and that is how I found this creator. So this creator is one of very few people making dedicated Rayven kits, and this is their latest iteration, and boy is it sweet. So let's go ahead, pop it open, take a look at what's inside. It's bubble wrap and stuff. Man, this is solid. Alright, so no instructions, which means this is going to be an exciting puzzle, but this is designed to augment a Rayven shell in such a way that it kind of thickens up that front end, changes up the way the back end looks. There's a lot of bits and bobs going into this, so we're gonna have to hit up that Instagram profile and figure out what the best way to puzzle this together is. So instead of milling about talking about the print quality, which is rock solid, there's a little bit of ghosting on here, but nothing serious. Instead, it makes far more sense to just figure out how to put it together, slap it onto a fully built Rayven, something that'll complement the white, and show you what it looks like when it's done. Let's go.
Slap it on with the might of Zeus!
Alright, so it might not be a miracle product, but this is a serious kit. And when I say serious, I mean it's a lot of plastic. There's a lot going on here. So first off, foregrip kind of guard, handle guard. It gives you another place to put this hand. I found myself stacking my hands very CQB style. This way, muzzle extension doesn't affect anything. Check out how wide that is. You could throw a hot dog through that hallway. Which is serious. You could fit an entire American Frankfurter through there, which means that there's no barrel drag whatsoever on our 50 cal darts moving through. This cheek rest is oddly comfortable. It is a very interesting, almost organically ergonomic thing. The disconnect is a little weird. The fact that we go straight rail into cheek rest is super funky fresh. Now the Rayven already has a super comfortable stock, which is why we use them for Stravens all the time, but this isn't bad. It's just a heavily ginormous beveled piece, but what it does is it gives you the opportunity in the room to put basically whatever lipo you want in there. That's a huge chunk of real estate for lipo. So I think I have a 2500 milliamp hour 3S in here, and I'm powering two of the brand new Kraken motors from my friend Luke over at Out of Darts off of that in a OFP cage, which is 42.5 millimeter crush. And that setup is getting me well over 150 FPS. This is loud, and it's really loud with purpose. It is a serious blaster. So let's go ahead and fire 6 of these off. I'm not gonna do an outdoor demo or a crony of this. It's mostly about featuring this kit, how slick it is, the overall lines of it and how it complements the Rayven. I did it very TK1138 style with the black on the white, almost like he and I have something in common in that regard. But it's slick. It's super slick. I left enough orange on that I'd be okay taking this out to a war, particularly because the black is largely covered with your body on the offside, and then the white is just the kit. But let's stop talking about it and fire it a few more times. So super spicy, super hot. This is an OG Rayven. Everything fit very nicely. I could go over the build ad nauseum, but instead I'm going to link you to this card showing my ultimate Strife mod guide. If that video continues to perform at the rate that it's performing, I will eventually do a Rapid Strike and a Rayven mod guide with the same level of dedication and editing and attention to components and options. But I wanted to show off this kit. I think it's called the Silverback kit. It's from Blaster Revolution. He has an Etsy where he sells the kit, but he also will sell you the parts, or the files, which is really interesting, because for those of you that have a 3D printer, you might be like, I can just buy a cheap filament. I don't need to pay that much money for printed parts. And I'm with you. I hear you. And so does Blaster Revolution. Open source is definitely the future of our hobby, but this is a pseudo open source where obviously there's nothing to stop you from sharing the file with your friends other than your personal code of ethics. But I mean, they're his files, and if you pay him a very fair sum for all the design work that went into it, you get a product that not only you could work with, but also you could reverse engineer, you could tinker, you could change. Like, I think that this is a very, very fair middle ground between completely open source and completely closed source. Like, I like it's not 100% public, but if you pay him a small fee, like how Thingiverse has a donation instead on Etsy, you can get these files. But the Silverback kit is sweet. Let's fire off just a few more. I really just love the noise it makes. That's funky. I have an ammo counter dart at the top of my magazine, which is not on purpose and not intentional, but I just signed on for Foam Fest, not only as an attendee, that's the UK's upcoming Nerf convention. I signed up as an attendee, and then my event, End War, is going to be sponsoring the event. And so, like, I noticed when I was sponsoring that Nathaniel Deal of Ammo Counter is also sponsoring, and I don't believe he's attending, so that's just him doing good stuff for the Nerf community. I wish we had a dozen Nathaniel Deals, because Lord knows we could use them. But shout out to him, just a man of tremendous character with really cool stuff. Like, the Ammo Counter is exceptional in its design and utility across platforms, and very well supported. Oh, Rayven Magwells, why you always gotta be this way? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Ultra slick. So that is the Silverback kit. My name is Drac Thalassa. Thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to check out the links for all of the components that went into this build, as well as where to find the 3D printed kits. And a huge thank you to Blaster Revolution for sending this over so that I could review it. I dig it. Like, this is a little simplistic, and the print quality leaves a small amount to be desired. You can see some like ghosting up here, but like, it took me a long time to get my 3D printing to the quality that it does, and it takes me a long time to print at the quality that I do. So I'm not dogging it. Like, this is solid. The build is legitimately like very solid all over. Now, some pieces have interesting gaps, but again, pseudo open source. So like, if you think that you could do a better job, prove it. Much love, Nerf on, Drac out.